today?
Well, I guess I just don't know if I have the right, if I accepted the right job offer.
Okay. Can you tell me more about that?
Yeah. So I had two offers for a job, and one offer was it was working with the railroad, and it sounded good, and it sounded good because I was afraid I wasn't going to get any offers, and so I got that a couple months ago, or a little longer than that, but I think that I accepted my offer and started filling out paperwork, and then I got an offer for a second job, which is a lot more of what I wanted to do. And I talked with some people that I know and some friends and some family, and they thought that since it's a temporary job, it's not something that I'm going to be working with the rest of my life, that I should stick with the initial offer, even though that isn't necessarily what I want to do. Um, and now that I've started working there, I don't like it.
Okay. Good. So, what are some things that you don't like about
I just feel like that they aren't doing what they said they were going to be doing. They told me that I asked them, I'm an engineering person. I asked them if I was going to be working on the engineering projects, and they said yes. They said, we have this thing with these cars that needs fixed, and we need an electrical engineer to do it, and that would fit exactly what I was doing. And I get there, and I meet my boss, who has never met me, never talked to me, and he didn't know I was going to be there, and he has no idea what this project is even about.
Okay. So it sounds like you're a little frustrated with where you are right now.
Yeah.
So what were you hoping for in a position?
Well, I just feel like they lied to me. I feel like I was hoping for something that I could get experience with, and that I can go outside of this job in the future and really show people what I'm working on and what I've been doing, and just to get into a situation where I meet with my boss, whatever it is, and he says that they don't even do things like that, and that everything they do is they hire out other companies to do that work. I just feel shafted.
Yeah. So it sounds like that you've identified your feelings. It sounds to me that you ultimately feel very betrayed, that you were led on, and that you made a hard choice to go with them. And now it seems like that your step of good faith isn't really being reciprocated right now.
Yeah. Yeah, I guess it's just, I feel like, everybody told me to do the right thing, and I did what is the right thing, but it didn't work out, and now I'm stuck for the next 3 months doing just soul-sucking work, and I hate it. And I know that I could have been with this really cool company and a good group of people doing something that I want to be doing, and I'm making more money than I would have been with them, but I don't think it's worth it.
Well, I think it's great that you made a tough choice and that you're sticking to it. So what are some other situations in your life that you can think about where this kind of similar things happened, that you did the right thing based on what other people told you, and it didn't really seem to be the best to you?
I don't know. I don't think I can think of something along those lines. I mean, to be honest, this is the first majorly tough situation that I've had to make a decision in that affected something like that. I guess I haven't really been put into a situation before, and that's kind of why it sucks extra. It's unfortunate.
What are some good things that you think you could take away from this experience?
oh, I know I don't want to work with this company or this line of work, this field, ever. Um, so that's good. You know, it is a short stint of time, and the fact that I'm not going to be there forever is good, and I'm not worried about getting stuck there. The money's not bad. Like I said, it's more than the other company was offering, which I guess is good. And the fact that I'm working and I don't enjoy what I'm working on means that I guess I'm enjoying my time outside of work a little bit more than I would have been. I don't feel like I'm wasting my time outside of work because I want to get off and immediately do something.
So let's talk about that a little bit. What are some things that you enjoy doing outside of work?
Being outside and wearing shorts. I have to wear blue jeans outside. I have to wear blue jeans at work all the time. And when I'm inside, I'm either inside all day or I'm outside in the 110-degree weather. Well, not now, but normally. And it's just, I get to be outside and I ride my bicycle. I can go on runs. I can just sit outside and read. And I enjoy the fresh air because most of the day I'm around trains that are carrying coal or carrying some chemical or some parts or something that is just big and dirty and smelly. So I get to be outside, which is nice.
Yeah, so it seems like you can focus on the things you enjoy, and that will carry you through the time that you have to spend in this job.
Yeah, that's a good point. But it's just, it sucks because I know that, I spend almost 10 hours a day working in the shop. Working is a tough word. I don't really do anything. They told me I was going to be working on a project, and yesterday all that happened at work was I walked around asking if I could do anything, and the only job that anybody had was they needed me to find them a box for a toy to fit inside of to give to somebody.
So this is not what you wanted at all?
No, it is not what I wanted at all.
So what are some things you can take away from this experience? What are some things that you'll look for in another job?
It's a good question. I guess I had one interview when I went into this company, and it was with some HR woman that is 1,000 miles away from where I was actually working. And I feel like she lied to me entirely. I feel like she straight up lied to me. And that might be the case. But what's more likely the case, I would assume, is that she didn't know what is going on 1,000 miles away in a different state, in a different area, in a different location. And she might think that there was some project that we needed to have worked on. But in reality, when you get there, they said there isn't. So I guess I would need to, for further interviews for, my career, I would want to talk to more than one person and not necessarily talk to just a certain amount of people, but talk with people that are actually working and that are not in the office, not stuck behind a desk or whatever it is, people that know exactly the type of work that I could do, because I might talk to some guy and have him say, well, this is what we really do, and I would say, well, thanks for your time, but I'm not interested. Whereas if I were just to talk to HR, or if I were just to talk to one person, they might give me the idea that I'd be doing one thing, but they probably have no idea what's actually going on.
So it seems like you've learned a lot from this experience, and to me it sounds like you have really learned that you are responsible for your choices, and you really want to be all in, and you really want to research something before you make a choice.
Oh yeah, definitely.
Yeah. How do you think this will fit in with other areas of your life? What you've learned, how will it fit in with other things?
Like what? Like what other areas?
Well, what's what's also important to you as far like a career, about family values or friendships, relationships? Will this experience change how you treat those things as well?
Um, well, yeah. I mean, I've been working at least 10-hour days, and sometimes they're 13, 14-hour days. And I've been living by myself for a while, so I don't necessarily have somebody that I have to immediately come home to. But I mean, I do have family that in the future, when I'm working, I know that I need to, that's too long of a day for me. And I want to come back to my family or my friends, or, if I get a dog or something, anything like that, that I want to come back to them, because I want to work to live and not live to work,
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's great. So it sounds like so far we've talked about a situation where you thought it was going to be one thing and turned out to be completely different. Um, and you felt betrayed and let down with that experience. Um, and it seems like you're just ready to get out of it and do other things with your life.
Oh, I'm so ready to get out of it. It's insane.
Mm-hmm. So how do you think this summer experience will change how you move forward in school?
How I move forward in school? Um, that's an interesting question, because I don't know the answer. I mean, I'm studying engineering, and I guess I know that some engineering students move on to be managers, be general managers, or manage a team or something like that. And I guess I don't want that. I don't want to focus on that. I had the opportunity to follow these guys around and see what their daily life is, and I'm glad they enjoy it, but I don't.
Mm-hmm.
It's not something that I care to deal with, and I guess I just want to get more hands-on, build stuff, and have, I guess, almost a portfolio kind of thing to show and say, this is what I want to do, and don't get confused about it, because this is what I want to do, and I don't want to manage. I don't want to do this. I want to build something. I want to engineer, design, work and things in that way.
Yeah. So when I look back at what we've talked about, I can see that you feel responsible for your choices. You make sure you research those and make an educated decision, and you're also responsible for what you do. And you want people to know that you did it and that no one else did it. That you are the behind the scenes guy.
Yeah, I mean, it doesn't have to be just me. I'd be okay with working with a team, but I just want to more so let them know that it's what I want to do. Not so much that, look at me, I'm so mighty or anything, but it's just the fact that I can do this and I want to do this, and I want them to know that. So that when they're looking for somebody that needs to design something or, needs to create something, they know I'm one of the guys, or I am the guy to go to, and not when they need somebody to get them coffee from down the street, or when they need somebody to find them a cardboard box like the one like my boss had for me yesterday.
Yeah. Sounds like that this has been a great experience and it's been hard on you. But we've talked about a lot of good things that you can take away from this, and that you can maybe share with other people about. And it seems like you'd be a great person to talk to for advice or for job searching and making hard and tough choices.
Yeah. I guess that's a good way to look at it. I guess it's going to be difficult to avoid the negative attitude that I have towards this company in specific, or just without being too cynical. But I guess I could figure out some way to work around that.
Yeah, I think you can. I've heard a lot of good things about what you have to say, and it seems like you're not okay with sticking to the negative side of things all the when you were telling your story, you made sure to say, like, I'm okay with it. I made the choice. I'm going to live with it. Um, and that is a great attitude to have as you move forward and as you talk about this experience with other people. And when you talk to your friends and family about how it went, you can talk about the positive things along with the drawbacks that we've talked about as well.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Cool. Awesome. Well, thanks so much for talking with me today, and we'll continue on next time.
All right. Well, thanks for your help. I appreciate it.
No problem. I hope it's still recording.